everyone, myself Mohammad Muzammil from 3rd Becomes CA. Today I am going to talk about determining the nature and extent of verification and performing the audit. Let's see it. Determining the nature and extent of the board is responsible for determining the nature and extent of the significant risk it is willing to take in achieving its strategical objective. This was an idea from the Turnbull guidance evaluated to code status in response to the credit crunch of 2007-2009 and the Walker report, but its present meaning was and is unclear. The revision of Turnbull that was expected seems to have halted, and there is an urgent need to work out what is in practice companies should do if they want to comply with new requirements. Clearer than it might have been. It couldn't have been much worse. The final consultation draft said that the board is responsible for defining the company risk, appetite, and tolerance. Fortunately, several who responded to the consultation pointed that this would mean differently things to different people, and what the weight suggests to complex numerical control approach as used in bank. Background to some new research. Over the summer, I began a new line of research into the area of risk avoidance, part of long-standing program of work you can read about on my to research has thrown new light on the program. From previous research, it could be the common factor in a risk avoidance project is the attempt to organization make us leave some decision under uncertainty. One reason that so many people have wanted to understand about risk avoidance is the feeling the magic method of controlling decision making in organization. Somewhere there must be a number of simple problem you would choose that once communicated yourself using the magical risk avoidance system. Unfortunately, I have found no method that is both practical and theoretical should is all type of decision. This turned out of extremely productive, quickly revealing wages working and missing you information and common. For example, consider the statement limit consideration of people unit universe of to 50% total and by brand to 5% of total. The first puzzle which is meant consideration but interpretation is that the mean that no business until should have revenue that is more than 50% of the total revenue of business unit, and what no brand should have revenue of more than 5% of the total revenue of all brands. How often we supposed to check the most frequently this rule is checked, more likely it is the rule will be broken even if the period assessed is the held the same length. That's another fundamental piece of missing information. Process of developing rules for decision under uncertainty. An illustration. If this is communicated to all employees in a general way, some might notice it and become appropriately considered by reputational risk impregnation of decision they make. Understand. Next topic is going about performance audit. Definition: performance auditing is an assessment of the activities of an organization to see if the resources are being managed with due regards for economy, efficiency, and effectiveness, and accountability requirements are being met responsibly. Performance audit perspective: business ethics, environmental safety, equity principle, quality maintenance, and price. Using the audit risk model to determine the nature, time, and extent of audit procedure. Determine planned audit risk, assess inherent risk, assesses control risk, determining allowable deduction risk. It makes sense to this work in the way the integrated with other management activities as far as possible. For example, if a company is applying balanced scorecard method, then its approach to strategy will involve understanding how it business world works, choose what to focus on and what to measure. The balanced scorecard process itself will involve some important decision in which uncertainty should be considered properly. And more obvious example is that banks that manage their risk habitant. Points for auditors to consider. Points with the auditor with an interest in how company complies with the new code requirements should do more than usual factors such as senior support, good planning, and extensive paperwork. Has the rule clear? As the decision involved clearly specified in the case, are people really going to take a notice? Finally, taking the words in the code until implies risk in taking the uncontended the specific decision and not necessarily usable. A realistic alternative is to do something useful, and somehow it compels companies should focus on types of decision they want to improve under them, and decision the approach deal the under between appropriate parameter with the rules written should be up board and senior management levers to pull to adjust risk taking and exploitation decision. And finally, my talk is going to end. Thank you. Benefits of performance audits. Once a performance audit is completed, the findings and delivery to the management of the specific organization or program, the goal is for them to use the findings to implement any changes to improve process that will help them achieve the stated goals. Typically, a follow up performance audit is done to access where management has implemented any of the audit findings and if has been an improvement by doing so. Performance audits serve a fundamental purpose of government accountability. Through the performance audits, government entities are held to objective standards of executive the responsibilities that they are legally authorized and charged to carry out. Higher level appointed staff and elected officials review the results of audits to oversee the proper legal and cost effective operation of public service and programs. Publication of the results allow the public to see if certain programs are worth their tax dollars, and they can use the information to make educated voting decision.